The vast cosmic expanse held its breath as the massive royal warship of the Galactic Empire tore through the fabric of space-time, appearing in the void above Earth like an ominous shadow. Its sleek metallic hull gleamed with an otherworldly sheen as it descended towards the blue planet below, a beacon of conquest and superiority in the dark abyss of space. On Earth, nations watched in awe and anticipation as the alien vessel breached the atmosphere, its arrival sending shockwaves of fear and excitement across the globe. For centuries, humanity had gazed up at the twinkling stars with wonder and curiosity, dreaming of the day they would make contact with beings from beyond their world. Now, that dream had become a reality, but it was a reality fraught with peril and uncertainty. As the royal warship hovered menacingly over the Earth, tension gripped the hearts of billions, the fate of their planet hanging in the balance. Governments scrambled to make contact with the alien visitors, hoping to establish a line of communication before it was too late. But their attempts were met with chilling silence, as if the empire that had sent this mighty vessel had deemed them unworthy of even a word. In the midst of this chaos, a young astrophysicist named Dr. Emily Cooper stood on a rooftop in the heart of a bustling city, her eyes fixed on the gleaming monstrosity in the sky. She felt a mix of fear and fascination coursing through her veins, her mind racing with questions and possibilities. What did these aliens want? Were they friend or foe? And most importantly, could humanity stand against such overwhelming power? The ground trembled beneath Emily's feet as a shock wave rippled through the air, rattling windows and shaking the very foundations of the city. And then, with a deafening roar that echoed across the planet, the alien vessel unleashed its first barrage of weapons upon the unsuspecting world below. As explosions blossomed on the horizon and screams filled the air, Emily knew that humanity's darkest hour had arrived. But deep within her heart, a spark of defiance flickered to life, a resolve to stand tall in the face of adversity, to fight for her home, her people, and her future. With determination in her eyes, she whispered a silent vow to herself as she watched the royal warship rain destruction upon the Earth. We may be outmatched, but we are not defeated. Not yet. As the royal warship continued its relentless assault on Earth, chaos reigned supreme. Cities burned, forests smoldered, and the once bustling metropolises had been reduced to smoldering ruins under the onslaught of the alien firepower. The might of the Galactic Empire had been unleashed upon an unprepared and unsuspecting planet, catching humanity off guard in a brutal display of dominance. In the midst of this devastation, Emily Cooper found herself swept up in a whirlwind of fear, determination, and a fierce resolve to fight back. Alongside a ragtag group of survivors, she sought refuge in the remnants of what was once a thriving underground research facility, now a makeshift stronghold against the alien invaders. Inside the dimly lit tunnels, the survivors huddled together, their faces etched with a mixture of fear and defiance. The sound of explosions reverberated through the earth above them, a constant reminder of the danger that lurked just beyond their fragile sanctuary. Emily stood at the forefront, her eyes reflecting the flickering light of the emergency lanterns as she addressed the group. "We cannot allow ourselves to be overrun," she declared, her voice steady despite the turmoil around them. "We must stand united against this threat, for the sake of our planet and our future. We may be outmatched in terms of firepower, but we have something the Galactic Empire does not: our indomitable spirit, our will to survive." Her words struck a chord with the weary survivors, igniting a spark of hope in their despairing hearts. Together, they forged a plan to resist the alien invaders, using their knowledge of Earth's terrain and resources to their advantage. They scavenged what supplies they could, weapons fashioned from scraps of metal, and a determination to fight back against the overwhelming force that sought to subjugate their world. As the royal warship loomed ominously overhead, its weapons continuing to rain destruction upon the Earth, Emily and her band of rebels prepared to strike back. They knew the odds were against them, but they refused to bow down to tyranny without a fight. With grit and determination, they readied themselves to engage the enemy in a battle for the survival of their species, a battle that would test their courage, their ingenuity, and their unwavering belief in the resilience of humanity. The time had come for Emily Cooper and her band of rebels to face the alien invaders head-on. Armed with makeshift weapons and hearts filled with undaunted courage, they emerged from their underground stronghold, ready to confront the might of the Galactic Empire and defend their planet to the last breath. The royal warship hovered menacingly in the sky, its sleek form casting a looming shadow over the battle-scarred landscape below. Alien fighters buzzed like malevolent insects, strafing the Earth with deadly precision, while ground forces deployed, their advanced weaponry laying waste to everything in their path. As the rebels took up defensive positions, Emily's eyes scanned the battlefield, her mind calculating strategies and tactics to outwit their technologically superior foes. The sound of explosions and gunfire filled the air, mingling with shouts of defiance and the cries of the wounded. In the face of such overwhelming odds, the spirit of humanity burned bright, a flame of resistance that refused to be extinguished. With a fierce battle cry, Emily led her comrades into the fray, their determination unshakable as they engaged the alien forces in a desperate struggle for survival. They fought with everything they had, utilizing guerrilla tactics and exploiting the terrain to gain the upper hand against their formidable adversaries. Amidst the chaos and carnage, a glimmer of hope emerged as the rebels managed to disable key alien systems, disrupting the royal warship's coordinated attacks and weakening its defenses. The tide of battle began to turn, fueling the spirits of the human fighters as they pressed their advantage, striking deep into the heart of the enemy lines with unwavering resolve. As the battle raged on, a sense of defiance swept through the ranks of the rebels, a realization that they were not merely fighting for their survival, but for the very essence of what it meant to be human. Against all odds, they stood united, a beacon of resistance against the tyranny of the Galactic Empire, embodying the indomitable spirit that had defined their species for millennia. And as the sun set on the scarred battlefield, the royal warship, once a symbol of invincible power, began to falter under the relentless assault of the human resistance. With a deafening roar that echoed across the ravaged landscape, the alien vessel listed ominously in the sky, its reign of terror coming to an abrupt and unexpected halt. In that moment, a resounding cheer rose up from the rebels, their victory hard-won but sweet. The Galactic Empire had underestimated the strength and resilience of humanity, and in their hubris, they had been defeated by a force more powerful than any weapon, the unyielding spirit of a species that refused to be conquered. As the remnants of the royal warship drifted into the void of space, a new dawn broke over Earth, its skies clear and its people united in the face of adversity. The battle for Earth had been won, but the war was far from over. For in the hearts of Emily Cooper and her fellow rebels burned a fire that would never be extinguished, a determination to defend their home, their planet, and their freedom at any cost. In the aftermath of the decisive victory over the Galactic Empire's royal warship, Earth stood on the brink of a new era, a time of rebuilding, reflection, and reckoning. The scars of the battle were etched deep into the landscape, a stark reminder of the price that had been paid in the defense of humanity's freedom. Emily Cooper, now hailed as a hero among her people, stood at the forefront of the effort to restore order and stability to a world torn apart by war. With her fellow rebels by her side, she worked tirelessly to coordinate relief efforts, tend to the wounded, and assess the damage wrought by the alien invasion. But amidst the chaos and destruction, a new threat loomed on the horizon, one that would test the resilience of humanity like never before. Reports began to trickle in from across the globe of scattered remnants of the Galactic Empire's forces, regrouping for a counter-offensive. It became clear that their defeat at the hands of the human rebels had only served to stoke their fury and desire for revenge. The royal warship may have been vanquished, but the Empire's iron grip on the cosmos had not been broken. As tensions rose and fear gripped the hearts of the populace once more, Emily knew that the battle was far from over. The Galactic Empire would not rest until Earth lay conquered beneath its heel, and it was up to her and her comrades to once again stand in defense of their world. With a steely resolve, Emily rallied the survivors, urging them to prepare for the coming storm. They fortified their defenses, bolstered their ranks, and readied themselves for the inevitable clash with their extraterrestrial adversaries. The fate of Earth hung in the balance, and the time had come to show the Galactic Empire that humanity would not be so easily defeated. As the alien forces massed on the horizon, their warships descending upon the planet with ominous intent, Emily steeled herself for the battle ahead. The echoes of the past conflict still rang in her ears, a constant reminder of the sacrifices made and the victories won. She knew that the road ahead would be fraught with peril, but she also knew that as long as there were those willing to stand and fight, Earth would never fall into darkness. With courage in her heart and defiance in her eyes, Emily stood firm, ready to face whatever came her way. The Galactic Empire may have sent their mightiest forces to conquer Earth, but they had underestimated the tenacity and spirit of its people. And as the first shots of the new conflict rang out, a cry of defiance rose up from the defenders of humanity, a cry that echoed across the stars, a testament to the unyielding will of a species that refused to be extinguished. The clash between the forces of Earth and the Galactic Empire erupted into a cataclysmic battle that echoed across the cosmos. Waves of alien warships descended upon the planet, their weapons blazing with deadly intent, while the defenders of humanity stood resolute, determined to protect their home at all costs. Emily Cooper led the charge once more, her unwavering resolve inspiring courage in the hearts of her fellow rebels. As they faced the onslaught of the alien forces, a fierce determination burned within them, a sense of righteous defiance that fueled their every move on the battlefield. Amid the chaos of war, alliances were forged, and enemies became comrades as the defenders of Earth fought with a unity of purpose that transcended all boundaries. Each volley of alien fire was met with a defiant counterattack. Each advance of the Empire's forces was met with a stalwart defense, as the fate of the planet hung in the balance. In the midst of the turmoil, a glimmer of hope emerged as the tide of battle once again began to turn in favor of the human defenders. The Galactic Empire, accustomed to subjugating worlds with ease, found itself facing an adversary unlike any other, a species that refused to surrender, no matter the odds stacked against them. As the skies churned with the fury of battle and the earth trembled beneath the weight of the conflict, Emily stood at the forefront of the struggle, her eyes fixed on the looming threat of the alien warships above. In that pivotal moment, a realization dawned upon her, a truth that resonated within her very being. It was not just the survival of Earth that hung in the balance, but the redemption of humanity itself. The scars of past conflicts, the mistakes and missteps of generations long gone, all converged in this final showdown against the Galactic Empire. This was more than a battle for territory or resources. It was a battle for the soul of humanity, a chance to prove to the cosmos that Earth was not just another conquest to be claimed. With a renewed sense of purpose and an unshakable resolve, Emily raised her weapon high, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos of war. The fate of Earth would be decided in the crucible of battle, and it was up to her and her comrades to ensure that the legacy of humanity would endure, unbroken and unbowed. As the final clash unfolded, the echoes of defiance reverberated through the heavens, a testament to the unwavering spirit of a species that refused to be conquered. And amidst the thunderous roar of war, a new dawn began to break over the scarred landscape of Earth, a dawn filled with the promise of redemption, of triumph against all odds, and of a future that shone bright with the light of humanity's indomitable spirit. The battle raged on, each moment heavy with the weight of history and the echoes of countless struggles that had come before. Earth's defenders, united in purpose and resolve, fought with a tenacity born of desperation, refusing to yield to the overwhelming might of the Galactic Empire. The fate of their planet hung in the balance, a solemn reminder of the stakes at hand. As the conflict reached its crescendo, an unexpected turn of events unfolded. A beacon of hope amidst the chaos. From the depths of space emerged a fleet of alien vessels, their colors unfamiliar and their intent unclear. For a brief heart-stopping moment, the defenders of Earth wondered if this was another wave of the enemy come to crush their valiant stand. But as the ships descended towards the battlefield, a message of peace and solidarity echoed across the void. These were not reinforcements for the Galactic Empire, but a coalition of alien races who had witnessed the plight of Earth and had chosen to stand with humanity in its darkest hour. It was a gesture of defiance against tyranny, a show of unity across the stars against a common threat. Caught off guard by this unexpected turn of events, the Empire's forces faltered, their unity shattered in the face of this unexpected alliance. Overwhelmed by the combined might of the human rebels and their newfound alien allies, the Galactic Empire found itself on the brink of defeat, its conquest of Earth slipping from its grasp. In a final climactic battle that reverberated across the cosmos, the defenders of Earth and their alien allies turned the tide decisively against the Empire. Wave after wave of enemy vessels fell before their combined onslaught, a testament to the power of unity and cooperation in the face of tyranny. And as the last remnants of the Galactic Empire's forces were driven back into the void of space, a resounding cheer rose up from the defenders of Earth, a cry of triumph that echoed through the heavens, a declaration of victory against all odds. In the aftermath of the battle, as the alien sun set over the war-torn landscape of Earth, a sense of peace settled over the weary survivors. The scars of conflict would take time to heal, but amidst the ruins of war, a new dawn of hope emerged, a future where humanity stood not as conquerors, but as champions of unity and resilience in the face of adversity. United in purpose, bound by shared sacrifice, the defenders of Earth stood tall, their spirits unbroken and their resolve unyielding. The triumph of humanity was not just a victory over a powerful foe, but a testament to the indomitable spirit that dwelled within each and every person who called Earth their home. And as the stars twinkled in the vast expanse of space, a newfound sense of camaraderie and solidarity bound the peoples of Earth and their alien allies together, a bond forged in the crucible of war, tempered by courage and destined to endure across the endless reaches of the cosmos. With the threat of the Galactic Empire vanquished and a newfound sense of unity between Earth and its alien allies, a new era dawned on the planet, a time of healing, rebuilding, and forging a path towards a brighter future. The scars of war still lingered, but amidst the devastation, hope blossomed like a beacon in the darkness, guiding humanity towards a better tomorrow. Emily Cooper, now hailed as a symbol of resilience and leadership, stood at the forefront of the efforts to rebuild what had been lost in the wake of the conflict. Alongside her comrades and the alien allies who had stood by their side in the darkest hour, she worked tirelessly to mend the wounds of war and lay the foundations for a world united in peace and cooperation. As cities were rebuilt, communities came together, and the bonds of friendship between different races and species deepened. A sense of optimism began to take root in the hearts of the people of Earth. The scars of past conflicts were not forgotten, but they served as a reminder of the strength that could be found in unity, in standing together against adversity. Throughout the process of reconstruction, Earth's scientists and engineers worked hand in hand with their alien counterparts, sharing knowledge, technology, and resources in a collaborative effort to forge a future that transcended the boundaries of individual nations or species. Together, they laid the groundwork for a harmonious coexistence that embraced diversity and celebrated the shared values of peace and understanding. As the months passed and the wounds of war slowly began to heal, a sense of normalcy settled over the planet once more. Children played in the streets, farmers tended to their fields, and the rhythms of everyday life resumed with a renewed sense of appreciation for the fragile gift of peace. And amidst this newfound peace, the defenders of Earth paused to reflect on the trials they had faced and the victories they had won. The Galactic Empire may have been a formidable foe, but they had underestimated the power of unity, the strength of hope, and the resilience of the human spirit. As the stars twinkled in the night sky, a sense of gratitude washed over the survivors, a gratitude for the life they had been given, for the bonds of friendship that had been forged in the crucible of war, and for the opportunity to build a future where the lessons of the past could guide them towards a brighter tomorrow. And so, as the planet turned on its axis and a new day dawned over the horizon, the peoples of Earth and their alien allies stood united, their eyes fixed on the promise of a new beginning, a future where cooperation, understanding, and compassion would light the way towards a galaxy full of untold possibilities, bound together by the shared dream of a peaceful and prosperous existence for all. Years had passed since the victorious battle against the Galactic Empire, and Earth had flourished into a beacon of unity and progress within the galaxy. The planet had become a nexus of interstellar cooperation, where beings from myriad worlds and species shared knowledge, technology, and culture in a harmonious exchange that transcended the boundaries of time and space. Emily Cooper, now revered as a visionary diplomat and leader, stood at the forefront of Earth's interstellar affairs, forging alliances and strengthening bonds with the diverse civilizations that called the galaxy home. Her efforts had laid the groundwork for a new era of peace, prosperity, and exploration that extended beyond the confines of Earth's atmosphere. The Galactic Nexus, as this alliance of worlds and species came to be known, had become a testament to the power of unity and understanding in the face of adversity. It was a place where ancient rivalries were set aside, where shared dreams of exploration and discovery bound beings together in a tapestry of cooperation that spanned the expanse of the cosmos. As Earth's influence spread throughout the galaxy, new horizons of knowledge and discovery opened before humanity and its alien allies. Together, they ventured into the uncharted depths of space, exploring new worlds, encountering strange civilizations, and unraveling the mysteries of the cosmos with a sense of wonder and curiosity that knew no bounds. Amidst the glittering sprawl of the Galactic Nexus, where starships of all shapes and sizes soared through the void, where beings of every form and species mingled in bustling spaceports and vibrant marketplaces, a sense of unity and harmony prevailed. It was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the courage of alien allies, and the enduring power of cooperation in the face of the unknown. And as the peoples of the Galactic Nexus gazed up at the stars, their hearts filled with awe and wonder at the vastness of the universe around them, they knew that their shared journey had only just begun. Together, they would explore the far reaches of space, charting new paths, forging new alliances, and embracing the boundless opportunities that lay ahead with a spirit of unity and cooperation that would endure for generations to come. In the heart of the Galactic Nexus, Earth shone like a jewel among the stars, a symbol of hope and aspiration in a universe teeming with possibilities. And as the galaxy continued to expand and evolve, the legacy of humanity and its allies would live on, a beacon of light that guided the way towards a future where cooperation, understanding, and compassion reigned supreme in the endless expanse of the cosmos.